love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't stop, just live it up, don't stop. I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't stop, just live it up, don't stop.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We are back at the lab. We are at Road Atlanta, home of the Motul Petit Le Mans. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of history at this track. First things first, I want to get to a little lap showing, I guess, that VKR has put together. I'm going to try to Mod Podge my way into a lap guide about this one. So let's get right to it and see how well I can keep up with VKR's 121 around Atlanta. Coming around turn 11, he is just absolutely blazing out of there, keeping it planted into the floor. Through 12, getting to the line into the cones now, braking hard into fourth gear, going coast to coast from curb to curb, pushing his way up the hill towards turn 2 and 3, braking at the curb, going over the crest a little bit, getting sliding the car perfectly through the S's, and going coast to coast over the curb, of course, perfectly on the brakes, deep and hard in third gear, going all the way out to the rumbles, but not flying from fifth gear right before the braking zone of turn 6. Tentative on the brakes now for turn 7. Patient on the throttle on the way out. You don't want to spin out on the curbs. A little indent there on the inside. They'll send you for a loop. I guarantee you we'll see at least one or two people doing that here tonight. On going down the back straight. There's a couple of turns here past turn 8 now into turn 9 before the downhill braking zone of 10A and 10B. Starts right around the 150, cuts over to the left almost to the curbing and the rumbles of 10A and 10B. Coast to coast again, a little kiss at the dirt, over the hill, blinding crest of turn 11 and down towards turn 12 again, pushing hard towards the line of 121.1 from BKR. He says that there's a 120 in there somewhere. Man, oh man, is that guy quick. I could barely even keep up with the description. And speaking of people to keep up with the descriptions of, I'm joined in the booth today by no other than Jay Styles. Jay, welcome to the booth. How are you doing?
Hey, hi. I'm doing well. Excited for this race. Looks like quali's about to start. It's gonna be a good day. How many cars do we have lined up? Let me see.
Got about 25
Looks like we have 24,
cars.
25, yeah.
Yeah, excuse me, not including you and not including me. Yeah, looks like it. Full grid. Who do you want to keep an eye on today? That's what I want to know.
Well, VKR is in first, so he did set up that amazing lap, but there are some people running for him. Quas is always quick, so VKR and Quas, that's going to be a tight battle. And looks like Oleg and Brian M are tied for points right now too at 24. So should be good.
Speaking of points, let's go ahead and take a look at the championship points very quickly. Stand by.
Got that awesome van view.
Having a little bit of a technical issue with the OBS. I apologize, but we have this beautiful coloration and descriptive view now of all the drivers' liveries and where they are in the standings. Go ahead and give us the rundown there.
Looks like we have VK in first, Quas in second, Ben B in third. I bearded in fourth. It's only like 8 points separating them. Busey in fifth, Kong, Andrew, Postal, Devin, Oleg in 10th, and Brian M in 10th or 11th, tied for points. We got Min-Max at 22 points at 12th place. Kilo and myself, you could cross that out. Doc Logic, P-Man, Nick Rojas, Misha, Riot, Scoop, Mad Hab, F1, Atomic Mind, Chewbacca, Nathan, and FFX, and UJ2K. Sorry, I said and twice.
That's 27 people taking to the race of this championship so far. The ones I do want to call out, Brian Mandeville with that one and done in his championship, still tied up there, up in the second row next to Oleg, only right ahead of Min-Max, so things are going to shake and bake for the first, second, and third rows for the rest of the championship. And don't outsell anybody from the back row yet. It's about time, I think, that Riot and Swoop have a good race. Chewbacca as well. Not really. 1 point is not indicative of their talents here, I don't think, in these Porsches.
Nope. Yeah, man. Especially after the first race, like where the track was all bumpy, everybody was flying everywhere. Road Atlanta is much more smoother and more technical, so everyone's putting in the practice. It's gonna be pretty incredible, I think.
Yeah, speaking of practice, on Monday night, I think about the same number of people ended up showing up. At that time, I think about 20 people or so. That was a good time, and a lot of people put in a lot of laps. It's about under a 90-second lap here, so a lot of people obviously being able to get a whole heap of laps in.
Yep. Yeah, I'm seeing like stored laps are around like 100 laps, so and Huck's not even racing this track, so that just tells you that
so there's 100 laps off the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Huck is also, he'll be the first to tell you that he's the one that comes in and puts down a boatload of laps to make sure he's up at the front and has the pace to compete.
Yep. And unfortunately, Huck is dropping out of the championship, but we'll see him soon.
Absolutely. From all of us here at the lab, heart goes out to you. Let us know if there's anything we can do to help or anything else that you may need. As a distraction, someone to talk to, or something to watch, or some people to laugh at. I think you found a good duo to keep you entertained and your mind off of troubling times. But like we said, we're here for you. And Nick Bowden is here in the YouTube chat. Thanks, Nick. Thank you for hanging out. Don't forget to give a shout out to Jay Styles, licking his wounds and joining us in the booth to hang out. Nick Rojas pulling off to the side there, prepping a lap out of the end. It looked like he was getting ready to make a run. Looks like he was just trying to get back, and Matt have allowing him to get back on track. A little bit of kerfunkle, but everybody is going to keep on going. 16 minutes remaining on the clock. Plenty of time for these drivers to really get the lap they want in, and Quaz has already done it at a 1:21.6. Now it's up to VKR to pick it up and be right there next to him.
Yeah, Quaz is probably going to be chilling until someone gets pretty close.
VKR is going to have his work cut out for him. He's going to have to put down one of those qualifying laps that he recorded for us to see. Oh my goodness, but a 2:22 just popped up in front of me. I thought those was a 21. I got excited for a second. I'm sorry.
Not yet. Yeah, Andrew's still getting warmed up. Give him another lap or two.
Everybody needs their time. Get situated. What do you think is the trickiest part of the track here for qualifying? I felt getting turn 1 was kind of the hardest one to get balanced and consistent for a practice race on Monday.
I think it's the Essex, or the S's, whatever you call them. It's you can get really greedy there and get a lot of delta, but just hit the curbs and get launched off the track. So it's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, I guess the tactic for the S's is that if you're offline, you might as well just bail out, right? I mean, just
hit the brakes. Yeah, and that's not a section you want to hit brakes on. But
no, absolutely.
You have to bail out. Yeah.
You have to bail out. Otherwise, the consequences are steep here at Road Atlanta. Not a lot of runoff. So when you head off track, and there's not a lot of gravel here either. So when you head off, you're going straight into a wall or a barrier at full speed. And at full speed they go. Scott getting trailed. Can't tell who that was, but here's P-Man now going personal best through Sector 1 and personal best through Sector 2. Looks like he might be on pace to get up there into the 123 lows at least. No, 120. Oh, there it is for P-Man, 24.0.
Yeah, and looks like it's Devin in front of Scott right now, so they're having to find space and slow down, which is rough.
Oh man, good call. Looks like a whole traffic jam back there.
Oh, Bearded just crashed out as well. He's recovering.
Oh, that's UJ2K down at the bottom of the S's in the Hootie Who sponsored car.
Yeah, just go back to pits, guys.
Plenty of time left in qualifying as Bearded throws his weight around. Turn 7, it looked like, drifting his derriere through. Still on the pace for a PB. Kong getting a little bit of draft from, I don't know who that is in front. Sneaking to the inside of 10A. Will he be able to stick it and keep the lap time to boot? He's almost a second up on his PB. This will definitely jettison him into the 121s if he could keep hold of it through 10A and 10B, fighting his way through that traffic. Over the curb he goes through 12, pushing to the line. He did get another 4/10, but it's only... Oh, he must have, thrown away that lap somewhere, because that was faster, but it did not go up on the board, so lap deleted there. Invalidated somewhere. I couldn't quite catch that one. Can you validate that for me, Jay? Was I just blowing smoke, or was that actually a good lap?
For Kong, let me see, his last lap was a 122, so
122 flat?
122.287.
Oh, see, yeah. So that must have been a deleted lap. Okay.
No, his best lap slightly, qualifying is slightly better, so he's at a 215. So that's what it kept.
Okay. Oleg now going better and better, it seems.
Shit, did I jump?
Finally getting the pace beneath him. Oh no! Into turn 1. A little kiss of the Assetto course of grass. That'll ruin his lap. He was just going green and green. And then
Kong just beat his best time too.
there it goes. Kong, there it was. We were talking about him doing it last lap. He did that lap.
Did it again.
Did it again. The 22 low into the 22 threes. Nathan B, 25-3. Devon with a 22-9. I think Doc Logic were in front too. 23-1. So yeah, good laps coming out from everybody. Let's see what P-Man's got coming through turn 12 to the line. He goes wide. That'll be a lap deleted as well, I'm sure. Maybe he's just getting a run at the next one. 24 flat for him right now. And B slow through sector 2 right now. Let's see if he's setting up for another good one. Anybody else on a hot lap right now, Jay?
Looks like Atomic Mind's gonna have a good first sector, but let's see.
Ben B was on one. Atomic Mind bails out of his. He was going fast, lost it at the S's like you said.
It's the S's, man.
Yep. Right at the, actually right out of turn 1, excuse me, right out of turn 1 is where he lost it.
Oh yeah, that is turn 1.
So before the S's.
Well, let's take a look at his last lap.
Kong keeps running into traffic. That's Postal in front. I know that livery from a mile away. VKR and Kong, okay. This is the battle you want to see, but this is qualifying, folks. You didn't know you get dinner and a show. Here it is.
Kong's not going to give it up, dude.
Kong is not pulling over, and he's on a lap, too.
He put in too much
Oh,
practice
VKR's drifting through 7. Oh, my goodness.
Dude, I bet VKR is loving this draft, though.
I bet he is.
Clearly slow.
Is he going to challenge into 10A? I think Kong's going to go on the defense. Covered off the inside early. I think he showed VKR that he wasn't going to get out of the way and pull over.
He should just give it, man. Get that draft.
For how long would it last, though? Kong slow through sector 2. Did he put it together?
Like he's giving it up.
Oh, he gave it up and pulled over to the pits. That's right. Atomic Mime in the Cheez-It Mobile only has 8.5 minutes left to get that going. Ben B parked off in the background at the start of Sector 1 at the top of the hill. Has a good vantage point of the boys and gals going down the hill through the sector. Probably the best view in the house, to be honest. I'd pay to sit there and watch a race. Pretty steep.
You could just park the van over there.
That would be cool. Just sit there and track IR in the van and just watch the race go
we
by.
just commentate on one turn.
We'd go ASMR spectator experience.
Just wait a whole minute for every.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! On all the chitter chatter we've had, VKR goes a 121.4. So right on the tippy-toe tails of Quas, and I think he's on pace to go faster. FFX getting a good lap in right now, but VKR getting slowed down by the Cheesemobile right in front. Those 2/10 he needed might be thwarted by Atomic Mind.
Shaking,
is. He's shaking in frustration. That lap being thrown away, everything that VKR needed, warping to the pits. If spice is not the variety of life, I don't know what is. This VKR is gonna have to do it all over again.
Oh man, oh he got a good exit.
He sure did. He's got, who was that behind? 17th place.
That's Ben B.
Yeah, that's Nathan B.
Oh, Nathan B.
Yeah, in the World War II. Oh, he found a perfect gap. Nobody ahead for miles. Only slower people behind. So VKR is definitely going to want to hold on to this. Let's get on board and see if he's driving with his heart on his sleeve.
Well, someone's going to make a mistake, though.
And then fall right into his lap. You think
right on his racing line?
Well, he has time to back it all up, and he is. He's backing up. He sees the car ahead.
He wants more space. He wants that front.
Riot goes up into 9th. I know we're not watching a lot of the other people, but I want to watch VKR get this lap in. He's actually setting this out lap up really well. Oh, he's pushing. Really use the throttle to rotate the car through turn 1.
All right, here comes the S's. Oof. Oh man, it's gonna be tight.
It didn't get off the throttle.
Didn't. And he goes extra wide here. Jeez. Atomic Mind gets out of the way this time.
Diving out of the way. Oh, VKR drifts a little bit through 6. Can he hold on through 7? Just barely, but lights it up on the exit. Little shake at the wheel in frustration after that. He was probably on a good lap, only half a tenth up. Wasn't quite what he needs.
Had a green per sector.
Yeah. Oh, and yellow through sector 2 though.
Jeez. I was hoping that since he slowed down so much, he got a good exit, but
I'm right there with you. I thought
the grass kills you. Yeah.
Just
no matter what you do.
Just a little shake. Yeah, just a little shake there. Really threw it all away, but purple through sector 3. So he's got another 3/10 over Quas.
Gosh.
Holy Toledo.
Okay, here comes the debris.
No, we're staying on. We're staying on for another lap, boys and girls. I'm sorry to everybody else for not paying attention to you. We're riding on board with VKR through the S's. Stayed on throttle
nice
again.
Clean.
I think that's Ben B in front, going slow. VKR went purple through sector 1. This is where he threw it away last time. Super tentative on the brakes, almost too early through turn 6. Patient through turn 7, a little bit of a wiggle there on exit. Let's see what sector 2 had in store. I think that's going to be green despite the wiggle and the shake at the wheel.
Oh, he has so much purple, man. He's going to be okay.
Oh, man.
That just made up the difference alone, so.
Oh, 3/10 better now. Uses all of the entry he can through 10A. Coast to coast through 10B, following the trail. That's over through 12 to the line, a 120.968. Unbelievable. VKR said it was possible. He pulled it out of the bag when he needed to for qualifying here at the lab.
Whole half second off his last lap.
Whew.
Everyone's going out now.
Now that everybody got to watch how it was done.
Man, but how long can you keep that up for? Like,
exactly. I mean, he obviously was on the ragged edge through 6 and 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think you can do that multiple times in a row. I think the Quas has the realistic race pace lockdown in the bag for qualifying. F1 going to 11th place, going green, green, green. Another driver who's put in quite a bit of effort and deserves some good results.
Let's see how much practice. Not that much practice on mine.
Really, from F1, I feel like we were running there together for quite a bit. Maybe not.
Yeah, I'm seeing around like 20 laps. Well, that doesn't count all the cuts, so.
Well, fair enough then. All the off tracks is where we get the
Yeah.
experience from. Duh. We learn what not to do in the race during practice. Qualifying just about coming to a close. The people coming to the line right now will get one last crack at it. Everybody coming out there tonight in the comment section, thank you so much for watching while you're driving.
All right, Quas is going to start his final lap, battling for that 120.
Let's see if we can get Quas on camera now. What a run by VKR, says Swoop. And yeah, there's a ton of traffic out there tonight, Bearded. Unbelievable. And you're also into the 121s. 121.8 from Bearded, finding that race pace during qualifying. I think that's safe and stable. We'll see how well VKR can keep it together at that 120 pace. Unbelievable.
All eyes on Quas, man. VKR is not out.
On Quas. VKR is chilling in the pits. I can't see. Oh, lights it up at the edge of 7. Everybody kind of doing that. I don't have anything coming up on the data for me. Can't tell if he's gone faster or worse through sectors 1 and 2 now.
I'm seeing orange on sector 1 and 2. It's not good. Bit slidey. Not enough.
Just out here for the practice, I guess. Qualifying coming to a close now. Looks like that's going to lock in the front runners. VKR and Quas taking P1 and P2 respectively for now. Bearded still out there doing bearded things, going over turn 12, pushing, going over the crest, the curve, getting to the line. Can't go any better than his 121.8, but that didn't mean that he didn't leave blood out on the track. He was pushing hard all 20 minutes long. That'll be third place for Bearded. Busey at the end of qualifying, punting it into the wall out of frustration before we'll go into the pits. That'll be it for them. Fourth place provisionally, unless Devon could do anything better. Let's look at Andrew now in 5th place. Is this the correct livery for Andrew? I guess he is in a stock livery, maybe not having enough time to get one together. Let's look at Kong now. Kong in the, what is this, the One Piece? Is that what this was?
It looks like, yeah, collection of One Piece. See Zoro.
Thank you. But Kong into 6th place right now. Ben B in the Razorback, number 92, 7th place. Kilo. Cover your screen, folks, or make sure you have the glass protectors on. We're about to see something just absolutely horrendous. Ugh, there it is, front and center on Kilo's car. I don't know why he would do such a thing.
Maybe those nails.
Yeah, well, I think he's trying to distract the drivers ahead for when they check their mirrors. They're just blinded by what they see. They look painted.
Did it match the car?
No. That would be better. That would be better if he had gone with the orange to match the car.
No, the hat, I don't know. He's matching with Bearded.
Some matchy going out there for Kilo and Bearded's little combo for 8th place. P-Man in the Red Bull livery giving us wings in 9th. F1 in the stock 914, 10th place. moved up there. Devon in the 928 stock. Riot doing Riot things. Riot 983 in the 931.
Say it again.
Yeah. Riot 983 in the 931.
What car?
The 991911.
Who do you call?
Ghostbusters. Doc Logic in the Tom Kazansky Iceman livery. Let's get through the rest of it. Brian Mandeville's back in the action. I didn't see him earlier. Glad to see you back here in the CSM car. We got Postal being Postal in the Jeffy Giraffe livery car, asking people to move on over. Nick Rojas in the 925. Misha 913 stock. Oleg stock 931. Min-Max going Min-Max things. Love the Galaxy. Looking sparkles all over it. And the Pikachu over the escape hatch for the 35. MA in the 918, taking a look at the track. NB, give us a little flash of the lights if you can hear us.
I love this car.
Absolutely love this car. This is the Warthog, I would imagine, the A10 from the Air Force World War II liveries. If I'm not mistaken, if I got my war history wrong, please let me know in the comments, obviously. Atomic Mine in the Cheese Eat Mobile, that's my name for it, not his, but I think it fits. Chewbacca in the 19 in 23rd place, doing cool things back here in this beautiful lights out liveried car. UJ2K in the Hootie Hoo livery, driving on mouse and keyboard, if you can believe that. Didn't know that was a thing, didn't know it was quite possible, but he's doing it. FFX, ready to help people or pull them over. I'm not sure
He's
which.
not helping.
He's not here to help. He's not here to help in the Toronto Police Department. Just out here to deceive people and try to get them to move over on the racing line. Scott in 26th place, starting from the back of the grid in the beautiful Certina Racing livery. I think I may have messed up the order of things in the excitement of having you on board. I'm sorry. But it looks like I forgot to pull someone into the booth to talk to them before the race got started. So we have this awkward lull of a couple seconds before the lights turn on and go out. Anybody you want to see or anything we're going to expect to see going into turn one? It's not really a side-by-side corner, is it, Jay?
It's not, but no one cares. As we've seen in this championship, it's always side-by-side turn one, and people are going to squeeze through, and it's not going to work out at all, but we'll see what happens.
I'm excited to see how this turns out, because you're right. It's not a side-by-side corner, but people are going to risk it for the biscuit. The 6 lights are about to go on. We see them coming out in front. And Kilo says, I'm cute. And I'm going to say, no, you. As the 6 light come on, the engines are revving. The lights go out and away we go. It looks like VKR has a very poor start into turn one. And it's going to be side by side, almost 3 abreast when Bearded wants to get involved in this. And he is going to get involved. He's going to do a little switch back to the inside, but holds off just a little bit. Quas takes to the lead. VKR has to file in single file. Is it neat and orderly through the rest of the field? I think so. Holy heavens, no. We've got a kerfunkle with Nick Rojas. Nope. Who is that over the top of the hill? Chewbacca possibly, and Scott Andrew. Everybody, wow, for the most part, clean and clear now getting towards turn 6.
Yeah, it looked like Andrew got taken out on turn 1 and lost a lot of positions.
Brian Mandeville on the inside of turn 6. Tried to make a move on F1 ahead. Ooh, may have gotten it done. Nope, just manages to stay ahead of Riot for now. Going to be looking to make a move sooner rather than later. We saw Brian having a lot of pace the last time we saw him come out. I'm sure he's got the fuel in the tank this time again. Ben B and Kilo inverting their position side by side as they head towards turn 10. On the inside, big old dive from Kilo, late on the brakes. Good heads-up driving from P-Man. Did not turn in until that was free and clear.
Oh, and he cannot rejoin, man. He
stuck. Can't. And then a couple more people collected in that. Nathan B side by side, a little kiss.
You got a small window.
Yep. Small window to see out of to try to find your way back onto the racing line. But back to the leaders, it's VKR and Quas, nose to tail for P1. They didn't have to see any of that kerfunkle to slow them down.
Quarter of a second apart. It's long straight. He's gonna get the draft, man.
Oh my goodness.
Bumper to bumper.
Wrong camera, I'm sorry. Let's see if he's going to make a move on the inside. No. Quas goes for the big old defense. Can he hold on to it? He sure does. Holds on to the racing line, somehow being on the inside. EKR really didn't have a chance there and takes the fastest lap by 4/10 that time around.
See what's going down the grid.
Man, yeah. I mean, I'm kind of just so distracted by this. We haven't had a neck-and-neck battle like this in a while, and I just kind of want to stay glued, but I don't want to avoid Brian Mandeville still trying to make a move on F1, only 3/10 back. Oh, we let AutoCam take over for a little bit. Matt have A in 14th place, having a little bit of wiggle over the top of turn 2 and 3, it looked like. Are you familiar with some of the drivers? Been racing with them for a while?
Yeah, I think I'm familiar with all the drivers this season because I just raced with them last race.
Oh no! Looks like Matt have had a big moment down at the bottom of the S's at turn 5.
F1 just crashed out as well.
Oh no! Oh no! There it is. F1 at the end of 7. Looks like he lit it up probably on exit. We told you it was going to happen.
Looks like he's out. Yep.
Catch a few people off guard, and yeah, is he out? No, he's got his wheels turning. He's just waiting for the gap. Good on him. Oh my goodness! We've got a pack of porks. Oh no! Oh no! FFX lights it up on the exit of 7 in this 5-way battle back here.
That was.
So let's get it straight. Who's in this battle? It looks like that's. Is that Misha out in front? No, Devon, P-Man, and Madhav, and then Chewbacca, all in this 4-way battle. Little switchback engaged from P-Man, but MA was able to hold on to the inside line over the hill of 11, going through 12. Oh, MA has to back out of it. He figured he was going to run wide into P-Man and avoided the contact. Now Shu is through. And Matt is back at the back of the pack, but don't count him out yet. He's going to fight till the checkered flag drops to regain those positions.
Yeah, man, you can't go side by side on turn 11, so someone's got to give.
You can try. Misha has one at the top of turn 2. Only a 10th or 2 separating VKR and Quas. We're going to go back to that. Take a look at what's set up at the end of turn 10B over the hill. Oh man, oh man, oh man. VKR is pushing hard. I feel like he's getting a little bit of arrow wash that's throwing him off his ideal line and maybe just studying the blade for now. Oh my goodness, that arrow wash. I think that's what got the best of him through turn 1.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, he was a big old out there.
Yep. Holy Toledos are out. He lost a little bit of time, but I'm sure he'll gain it back up once he loses the target fixation of Quas ahead.
Yeah, he's going to want to get ahead of Quas real soon.
Let's keep an eye on who's got the fastest lap, but we'll let AutoCam take over and watch Scott fight NB for now. Oh, and Scott goes off at turn 1 right away.
Bumpy ride.
Bumpy ride indeed. Looked like he got it back collected, and Madhav is back into Chewbacca's rear. Over to the hill of 2 and 3. Lost a little bit of time there. A little early turn in to boot. Like I said, he's going to fight till the checkered flag drops. Look at how much speed he's able to gain through the bottom of the hill in turn 5. He's definitely got the pace beneath him. He's just got to put the consistency together. That fighting group ahead is still doing it. P-Man.
Devon.
Yeah, that's P-Man. That's chasing Nathan B. and Scott, it looks like. That gap's still slinking around. Who else is out there? Still the leaders battling around. 3 tenths, 2 tenths, clip of the grass for P-Man. Over the hill for turn 12. That car got light. We saw some light beneath it.
Who's that, Nathan B?
Oh my goodness, on the inside goes P-Man on Nathan towards turn 1. And right in front, Scott gets camera shy and off he goes. And P-Man gains 2 for 1 through turn 1. Oh, but can he hold on? It looks like he's not prepped well enough for the S's, as we said earlier in the pre-game, pre-race chat. Once you get towards the S's and you're offline, just kind of got to bail out, and he did, but manages to still stay ahead through turn 5.
Got nice space in front of Nathan B now, but it's only top 15 that get points, so he's going to have to catch up to Devon and Kilo if he wants to make it worthwhile.
There's a big gap there. He's still about 4 seconds drift halfway through this race. I'm not sure if he quite has the pace. Maybe just waiting on a mistake. See people have just the consistency beneath them to make their way through these championships. VKR's lost some time, or at least hasn't been able to make any up yet.
Yeah, it's got to be the backwash, man, because he just hit a 120 and he's hitting 122s now. Unless he's preserving his tires, but it doesn't look like it. He's getting a bit swirly.
Oh, it looks like UJ2K is off on the back straight, but pulled over to the barrier already, so clear and out of the way of anybody else coming up behind. But VKR sniffing the derriere of Quas again. I talked all that smack, and he's here to prove me wrong. Quas defends on the inside line on the entry to 10A. He holds on, gives room to VKR, but VKR didn't take it out of respect. A little wiggle through B. Over the hill, nose to tail, not quite.
And we're like halfway done with the race now, so.
Yeah, almost identical lap times. Holy Toledos. And Bearded throws out a 22 flat for him. His personal best. Scott going off at the top of the hill towards turn 2. Stayed out of the way of the leaders. We talked about lap traffic possibly getting in the way here. And potentially it might continue. Right? Yep. That was Scott being a blue flag. It looks like more are on the horizon. Looks like we've got the Atomic Mime and FFX2 up ahead, being the next people to get lapped this race.
Man,
they're blazing trails. Actually, there is someone else I want to take a look at once we watch this go down. I think the gap is wide enough. Let's take a look at Riot and the battle he's engaged with. Brian Mandival. I think he might have just rode on the coattails of Brian there. Oh, just kidding. Brian Mandival getting one up by Riot. Looked like something happened at turn 7. But right away, Riot gets the move done and gains a 1.3 second advantage over Brian Mandival and leapfrogs into 7th place for now. I thought I could sniff something brewing, and there it was, right when I thought about it. Like
yep,
the
we got
reverse
a blue
commentary's curse.
Another blue flag for Riot with UJ2K, and then we got Ben B in front of him, so.
Oh, is that what's happening? Okay, okay. Yeah. Oh, yep, you're absolutely right. Kong as well. About to be running into Scott, it looked like, and And Ben B's getting chased down. Absolutely. Okay, so Kong is getting chased down by Ben B. You're absolutely right. And that's Scott ahead as the blue flag as we get to turn 5. Scott goes off. I can hear him touching the gravel to pull out of the way. Brian Mandeville, oh no, had one moment, at the top of the hill of the S's. Dropped down into 12th place. That's Oleg and Nick Rojas through. Brian Mandeville. Yeah, not the pronunciation I was going for. I apologize. Oh, looks like UJ2K's off again. That's a blue flag, letting everybody by. But Scott as well, still a blue flag. But yeah, got past UJ2K. Who is that behind, though? I feel like that is a racer behind. That's Andrew behind. Going to try to get past Scott and still chase down Riot. We've got 5 laps remaining. There is time to make some more moves happen. Oh, trying to get through at 12 and 11. Quite scary move there. Let's take a look at these guys. I think more lap traffic action happening behind. Yep, there's UJ2K. Oh, Min-Max and Postal are about to run into more lap traffic, and they're awfully close, duking it out. Postal almost presents himself on the inside of 12. He's definitely going to be there at turn 1. There it is. Can he hold on, or is he going to go wide? Holding on neat and tidy like ahead of Min-Max he goes.
It's like Ben B and Kong are having a tight fight.
Ben B and Kong, yes it is. Good call out there. Through turn 7, Ben B lights up the rear end, puts on a little drift show for us in the Pork. Ooh. Stays within touching distance. Oh, change for the lead. VKR somehow got ahead of Kwas. It looked like something happened at turn 11 and confirmed through 12.
Oh, VKR is building up his gap already.
Oh, we've got a blue flag out. The policeman's not getting in the way. Sticking to pulling over the civilians this time. Min-Max and Postal having a moment there. Oh, I gotta look at this. I'm sorry.
Shoo.
Oh, no. Postal throws it wide. Oh, Kilo and Min-Max swapping back and forth at the end of 12. Holy Toledo. Now that Postal's out of the picture, it's just a two-way battle between these two guys, nose to tail. Min-Max still wants to be involved with Kilo. Won't want to give it up just yet. 4 laps left. The heat is on, folks. On board with Ben B right now, looking at Kong, 4/10 back. BKR with the fastest lap of the race, a 1:21. I should say valid fastest lap, I should say. Now looking at Nick Rojas, who's following behind Oleg in the stock 931 car. Awfully close through the chicane. And then still looking at Ben B now. Let's see if we can get back to this one. Ben B and Kong keep on flirting with disaster here. That delta flickering between around half a second to 2/10. Oh, awfully close through 5. Ben B really late on the brakes and managed to keep the car planted.
Oh, he gained a lot of time there.
Right? Brian Mandeville, Mr. Automobilista, I believe. Friday night champ, awfully close to Nick Rojas on his recovery drive.
Yeah, man, when you spin out on these cars, the tires are pretty toasted, so it's kind of hard to get your bearings after his spin out, and I think half this field just spun out.
Yeah, and where did it happen the most? Oh, Postal going around the outside, keeping it together around P-Man, look like. But still wants to make a move on Devon.
P15, battle for
Oh
the
man,
point.
Quas coming up on traffic right now with VKR ahead. That was Shu through 5. Shu stayed to the inside, but the gap closed down quite a bit for Quas, luckily enough.
Yeah, Shibaka had that spin out, so I think they're all clear after that.
Yep, it looks like it on the track map. Good call. The leaders are through. Bearded's had a quiet race in 3rd place, just stayed out of mind from everybody. Let's take a look at the progress real quick. Figure out where everybody's been. 1 through 4, no change now. Obviously, there was some before with VKR and Quas getting inverted. Kong 1, Ben 1, Riot's up 5 positions. Andrew's down to 3 from everybody else in front. Doc Logic making some moves. Oleg, Mr. Consistency this time in 10th place with a gain of 10. Rojas with 5 gain. Brian Mandeville with a net gain of 2, despite what I said about his recovery drive, making his way through the field. Kilo down, Min-Max up. Devon is down surprisingly, despite his great qualifying and pace that he showed earlier throughout practice this week. And then P-Man's also down. Postal, Nathan B. Misha's down. F1 having the worst luck of them all, down 11 overall. Started this race up in 10th place. Doubled down the order very, very early. Shoes up 1, Atomic Minds down 1, Scott's up 2, UJ2K and FFX dropping and staying to the back. Oh, Busey, what happened there? Looks like at the bottom of the S's, even before turn 5, had a moment and lost position to Ben B.
2 spots gone in an instant. One more lap left, guys.
Nick Rojas and Brian Mandeville still staying close together.
Oh, looks like Ben B passed Kong.
Oh, he sure did.
They're battling down the straight.
They sure are. VKR's got the fastest lap. Kong staying right close. We've got him on the screen right now. We won't be able to switch away from that. Oh, and just as I said that, auto camera did that for me. But on board with Kong right now, looking at the derriere of Ben B. You think he's got it in him to make this happen on the last lap?
He's gonna go for it. If you get passed on the second to last lap, you pass on the last lap. You go for it.
He's got about 7/10 to make up now. He wasn't as good as he needed to be through turn 1. Ben B might just have it in the bag. Let's see.
Ooh, nice move by Nick Rojas, and it looks like Mandeville went off a bit.
Brian Mandeville is going to challenge Nick Rojas back. Definitely pushed him through turn 1, but couldn't keep on it. We're on board with the leaders right now. Let's take a look at VKR as he gets to the line. No! VKR gets into an accident as he went wide with Nathan B at the edge of turn 11, and crosses through over the turn 12 hill.
My gosh.
And VKR comes to the line in P2 after colliding with lap traffic at the last second. Don't write anything off yet. Bearded in 3rd place. Ben B coming over turn 12 now. Hopefully safe and sound in 4th place. Kong cannot challenge that. 9/10 back in 5th place. Busey 2 seconds back in 6th. Riot finally coming to the line in 7th. Doc Logic making their way through. Oleg getting challenged by Andrew. Oh my goodness, can he hold on? He sure did. Oleg stays ahead of Andrew, but just barely for the final battle to the line. 9th and 10th for Andrew and Oleg. Brian Mandeville in 11th place with a good run at it. Kilo in 12th. Devon in 13th. Rojas in 14th. P-Man in 15th. Mimax 16th. Postal in 17th. Misha coming to the line now in 18th place. Finishing their lap finally. And then M.A. Chewbacca, obviously Nathan B. having that kerfunkel with VKR over 12. F1 Atomic Mime taking 23rd. UJ2K 24th. 25th going to Scott. And FFX taking 26th place. Holy Toledos, what a race. Who are we grabbing to talk to right now? I think there's only one choice.
Yeah, I know. It's got to be VKR.
Where is VKR?
Oh, man, what a race, man.
Are they not in? Is VKR's not even in Discord?
We got to get Klaus's opinion then, because he probably feels so guilty about that.
Okay, they move Klaus. Oh, I can't move Klaus. Oh, God. I got to message Oleg.
What do we do?
As we get that sorted, everybody else kind of still toting around.
We got Klaus in here.
Oh, is Klaus in here? Oh,
yep.
Fantastic. Klaus, how are you doing?
Good.
Oh, I think I gotta crank you up to 200. I got you cranked up. Hopefully the folks at home can hear you.
Oh yeah, my bad. My mic is kind of bad.
No, that was
Now
perfect. You
Okay,
sound
yeah.
great now. Thank you so much. Amazing race, first of all. I mean, just amazing. You battled it out. You stayed ahead of VKR for 90% of the race. Holy smokes! How did it end though?
I have no idea what happened at the end. I have to check the replay.
Oh, you don't know what happened? Okay.
You
I
didn't
did
see
not
it?
see it. I did not
Oh,
see it.
man.
So basically,
Yeah,
what
but
happened?
It was a great race the whole way through. Yeah.
Yeah, no, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, that was a great race the whole race through. Did you expect anything? Did you expect to even have a chance on the last lap?
I mean, against this guy, I'm happy I was even that close. With him.
Yeah, it
So,
looks
yeah.
like you
Yeah.
led for like the first 7 laps against VKR. How was that?
Yeah, that was stressful. Really stressful. But yeah. Worked out in
Yes.
the end.
Straight off the launch too. Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that launch. I wish we could talk to VKR. I want to figure out what happened for him on the launch too, because that just bogged him down.
Yeah, I feel really sorry for him for that.
And I don't know who had the fastest lap of the race though. Was it you or was it VKR? I think it might have gone to VKR. But either way,
Yeah, probably VKR. Yeah.
long story short, over the hill, VKR got collected. He went a little wide and just ran into lap traffic, and then that's when you came up and just I just drove right past him. But anyways, the race is about to get started. I'm going to drop you back off where you belong. Thank you very much for joining us, Klaus. I appreciate
Alright.
it.
Thank you.
Good luck, Klaus.
Good luck.
Thanks.
I always do that. I cut people off too soon. I'm so rude. Sorry.
I wanna thank my family. Cut.
Yeah, exactly. I want to say hi, Mom.
No sponsors.
Yeah, thank God there's no sponsors. Yeah, I'd cut them off too. Not allowed here. Not allowed here. Yep, absolutely. That's what happened. Soup. I didn't have the permissions for the new voice channel, but now it's all settled and we're all squared away. I've been able to drag people in. We've only got a few more seconds before the race 2 gets going, so let's get through the grid, I guess. FFX2 in the 424 Toronto police car. I don't know when it does that. Scott in the number 80 Certina Racing car. We've got the Hootie Hoo UJ2K I really do like this livery, the Hooters livery. Bird up, and he's got the bird droppings all over the car as well to
Is
really.
that Duolingo bird on the side?
Is that what that is? That's funny. And then we got the Cheez-It Mobile. That's Atomic Mind. F1 in the stock. Nathan B can't get enough of this one. We've got Chewbacca in the number 19. Battle for Skip. Or, excuse me, BATL for Skip. I shouldn't say Battle for Skip. And we got Matt Hav twisting at the wheel. Already having an itch for it in 8th place. Misha in the stock 913. Postal going postal with Jeffy the Giraffe. Beautiful livery car. I love the texture on this one.
It's gritty, huh? It's
Yeah.
pretty weird.
I mean, it's
How do you
definitely
do
like a
that?
texture or a style that got sprayed onto it as well, and then
On
somehow
the hood, right?
yeah, and then also avoided the hood texture too. So it's pretty interesting how they were able to make that happen. Making their way through is Min-Max in the number 35, starting from 11th place, just roughly mid-pack again. I was told to point something out.
Okay, I know what it is.
But we're
The
gonna
line is crooked. Look at that.
Oleg,
What is that? 10 pixels?
Oleg made me do it. Oleg made me do it. Oleg made me do it. We got P-Man,
man.
Nick Rojas, Devon, Kilo,
I love Red
Brian
Bull.
Mandeville. Oh, I'm sorry. We don't have enough time. I'm sorry for shaming everybody. I'm sorry. But the race is on for race 2. Away we go. Here's from the Toronto Police Department. Leads the charge. FFX. It's 3 wide in the back. UJ2K on the outside. Holding on to it going into the inside racing line. Having a little bit of wiggle on the start. Looking back a little bit. It's clean through the field for now. Oh, FFX has a moment, takes to the alternate route. Oh, someone else has an alternate route in mind. Maybe that's Oleg and Misha.
Oh, man.
Going towards the back. 2x2 through the S's. I don't think that's gonna work. People that made it out
someone's gonna-
alive are single file.
I think it was Brian Mandible spun out.
Ooh, Devon on the inside of 6 holds on somehow, some way. Goes nose to tail with Min-Max now. That's awfully close racing. Holy Toledo almost getting 2 places right away.
Oh, we got battle for 15th.
Battle for 15. Now, oh my goodness, that is a battle for 15th place. That's a 4-way battle for that position. It's about to be 4 wide, 2x2 guaranteed down the back straight.
And
Breaking
these are the
deep at
fast
the
people.
150. These are the fast people. That's VKR, Oleg Kwas. Oh, and Riot. Little bit of kerfunkel there on the entry and through the chicane. Over 12, 2x2 still. Things finally settling down. Almost 3 abreast up ahead. We're looking at it now. Little wiggle from Min-Max next to Nathan B. And looks like that's P-Man. A lot of traffic. That's putting it lightly.
Let's see how VKR, Bearded, and Andrew. Oh, VKR goes off track.
Oh, big excursion for VKR through the S's. Back to the back of the field again. It's like doing it last to first. Wasn't fun the first time. He wants to do it again. Looking at Nathan B, though, getting engulfed by P-Man. Bearded now side by side with Nathan B on the entry to 6. Ends in tears for a lot of drivers.
That's a safety car.
That's going to be a code 60 if there was one for the
Get the
lap.
van out.
Get the van,
out.
get the van. This battle still rages on, though. Nathan B can't escape a 4-way battle to save his life. Now getting engulfed by, I think that's Doc Logic. Yep, sure is. Going towards the inside at the bottom of the hill of turn 10. Fastest lap for F1 for now. I'm sure that'll just be provisional as the boys and girls get spun up to speed here at Road Atlanta. Lap 3 just getting completed now. And Looks like Nathan B able to hold on for now, stays ahead carefully. Oh, big ol' spin at the pit lane. That involved Scott and Rojas.
Tough luck.
Tough racing. Like I said about the runoff and the tight tracks here at Road Atlanta for the pre-race chat. Awfully high consequences if you do run off track. Just basically run into a wall. There's nothing else left to say about it.
Yeah, and the brakes don't work when on grass for some reason, but...
Ooh, Kilo's awfully close to the derriere of Kong, but UJ2K's off from 10th place. Stay into the grass, trying to avoid any incidents there. Going slowly down the back straight, offering some slipstream to those in need.
Yeah, not where you want to go off, man. It's rough.
Oh, looks like Midmax had a mistake now, losing a couple positions down into 16th place and lets a couple guys by, not by choice. Bearded making a look towards the inside of turn 1. Can they make something sick? Ben B loses out, stays far back. Bearded on the inside did not make that work next to Minmax, and Minmax did not lose any positions after that. Stayed on track. Quas now trying to overtake, it looks like P-Man.
Yeah, I think the traffic's all interesting because a lot of people spun out the first race that were really fast, so they're in the front now, like F1. So.
That's really true. And F1 not only is in first place, but has a commanding 8-second gap over Atomic Mime.
Oh. We got a pile up on port 16.
Uh-oh, big old pile up. That's right. Good call out there. Collected quite a few fast runners like you were talking about. Nathan P looks like being one of them. Kilo as well. And possibly, yeah, that's Nathan B. That's right. And Kilo and Kong. Who else? Ben made it out clean, it looks like. Is still chasing down Min-Max ahead for 13th place. Just narrowly still in the points. Oh, Bearded must have been involved in that. Ooh. Yep. Narrowly getting around UJ2K this time, but they did so cleanly. Oh no, DNF coming out from Atomic Mime. Everybody behind will gain a position. Postal lights up the tires at what looks like turn 3 at the top of the hill. Trying to return to the racing line, but a lot of fast cars coming through. Has to do so cautiously, now battling with Kong on the rejoin. Lets them through as they get up to speed. Best thing you can do in a scenario like that.
Stay on track as much as possible here.
Absolutely. Battle of attrition here at Road Atlanta. I think that's true for Motul Petit Le Mans as well.
Yeah, especially the S's, man. Tires are done every time you go through those turns, so next lap, it's not going to get any better.
No, absolutely not. And I'm sure all the drivers of the 10-hour Petit Le Mans would tell you how grueling it is to go off track and then try to rejoin, and how important it is to just stay consistent. And how that'll actually get you a victory in endurance races like that. And I'd almost say that this is a micro endurance race with the way these Porsches really challenge the drivers to go coast to coast and push themselves as hard as they can. Devon getting awfully close to Shibaka for 7th place now.
Yeah, exactly. And especially Road Atlanta where it's up and down so much. So exhausting. Before you know it, you're on the next turn 1 and you're doing it all over again. So pretty grueling. We're asking a lot from these guys.
Yeah, blink of an eye in an under 90-second track, right?
Well, you saw how fast VKR did it. He was still sliding to get his fastest lap.
Oh,
so.
blistering. Yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah, he's absolutely wrestling the car around. On board with VKR, excuse me, just looking at VKR, trying to make a move on P-Man. This will be the pass for P3. P-Man defends towards the inside line. VKR on the outside outbreaks P-Man, and through he goes. Now on the order to chase down Quas now.
Quas is chasing down F1. Should catch up in around like 4 laps.
Fastest lap was out for Quas. Now it's to VKR. 21.5 now. We see that Quas is chasing down F1. That gap's come down from over 8 seconds down to 5.7.
That was like more than a 10-second gap.
Oh, looking at Bearded in a 3-way battle with Ben B and Rojas through 12, side by side towards turn 1. Almost 2x2. It is 2x2 with Postal getting involved in the little action going on in front. Tries to squeeze out Bearded in this Kerfunkel, but still getting tangled up with Kong in the entrance to turn 3. 6-way battle here between these boys and girls at back of the lap.
Bearded's got to make his way up. He's got to get away from Nick Rojas as quick as possible, but maybe this main straight.
Yeah, Bearded really got involved in a couple unfortunate incidences trying to make their way through the field early on, and I think now is being a little bit more tentative and cautious the second time they make their way up through the grid.
Like I said, man, once you spin out, your tires are done.
There it is!
Good save. Good save. Nice.
Oh, but Rojas is about to get engulfed by the remaining cars of this pack. VKR fastest lap, 120.8. Oh, and it's done. Rojas is passed by Kong and Postal, but they're not done fighting it out. Postal towards the inside. Trying to hold on. 10B. Kong goes through on the racing line, but had a wiggle on the exit. Now Postal has a chance to fight back around the outside of 11 and 12. Don't think that's the right place you want to be to make that work. Stays nose to tail and keeps the pace up. The fighting has slowed them down into the 125s.
Train of cars behind Kong,
Not
man.
sure how much they want to keep this fighting up, though. Consequences will be steep for any mistake they make. Oh, around the outside. Looks like Busey and Rojas
Tandem.
took a peek at it, but didn't act on it. Was presented there, but I think the door was shut before he could secure it. On board with Busey now, looking at Rojas again.
Oh, looks like Quas is going to catch up to F1 this lap for first. Ooh, nice battle between BZ.
Oh, Oleg looks to have had a DNF. I'm not sure what happened there.
Must have gone back to pits.
That's a proper DNF and disconnect from what I can tell. I think he's coming back.
This is the first
oh no, he's
DNF.
still in pits. He's still in pits. No, I've got Atomic Mime having a DNF, and he's still got Brian Mandible having a DNF. And Quas makes the move for the lead on F1 at the bottom of the hill after 6. Yep, very clean. Clean and proper. Now trying to run away from VKR. We just had the absolute worst luck at the end of Heat 1. Unbelievable ending. Absolutely.
He's gonna want a W. That was tragic luck, but what can you do? It's racing. You can say he was a little bit too fast.
Too fast? Yeah, exactly. If he just slowed down and not caught in lap traffic, he wouldn't have had that issue. You're absolutely right. Postal leading this 3-way battle between Rojas and Busey, it looks like. Oh, Ben B awfully close to someone up ahead. Who is that? Oh, looks like Swoop, Swoop. Oh, Swoop. Oh, my God. Doc Logic stopped at the top of the hill at 11. Oh my god, that
Oh.
collects quite a few people. Doc Lodge is going slow at the top of the hill.
Oh, crash all over.
Yep. A lot of people got collected in that. Chewbacca having a teleport to pits now. Oh, more carnage at the bottom of the hill. Ben B still spun out there. The checkered flag trying to rejoin the racing line. Almost into racers, but no, got it back collected safely. Now VKR side by side with F1 coming towards turn 9. VKR is going to have to try to outbrake here. No, he gives it up to VKR. Excuse me, F1 gives it up to VKR, I should say. At the bottom of the hill, turn 10.
Yeah, it was just a matter of time. F1 was hitting 125s.
Yep, and I wonder if P-Man might have enough time, if that's going to be the pace of F1. P-Man just did 22s, so 3 seconds a lap. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he should. Should be pretty easy. We'll see if F1 wants to start doing defense around the last lap.
And it looks like, oh, Busey's off again. Top of the hill.
Barely misses that wall.
And it looks like...
who ran off?
That's Doc Logic. Looks like he ran off. Doc Logic having a lot of issues there at turn 11 and turn 12. Not sure what's going on.
I'm glad it's not just me, man. We're going to have a lot more commentators the next race.
Yeah, exactly, right? The way this is going, if you don't like the racing, just come join us in the booth. We're going to have 12 drivers in the commentary booth and 2 guys out driving. The way this is going. Quas and VKR battling it out for half an hour.
Oh, min-max at the drift. Very nice. I told you, you got to drift that turn so you get heat on that runoff.
You're not wrong. Looks to be the fastest way around as the drivers look to be showing us how to do it.
Looks like things are settling out now. Oh, F1. Blue flag Scott. Or Scott blue flag F1.
It's like Bearded's catching up to FFX right now. Trying to restore their place in the order. Because Bearded was awfully fast early on. Had a big ol' kerfunkel in race 1. Had to fight their way back through the field. That didn't end well. Oh, little switchback engage as FFX took to the racing line. Bearded took the alternate line to make that move happen as Devon has a big old spin in the background.
Is that min-max? Oh, Devon. Oh, nice move by Bearded.
Sure was. You're talking about the one on FFX, right?
Yep. And it looks like he might catch up to Andrew at the end of the race, so... Getting a second a lap on him.
I'm still worried about P-Man catching up to F1.
Yeah, F1's going to want to hold on to that podium.
Oh, Kong and FFX. Looks like there was a little bit of a swap back and forth there.
Dude, I love that police livery. No one's pulling over, though.
Everybody seems to be just keeping to the racing line like normal endurance racers should. Keep on driving and have the faster driver make their way through the field. I mean, if you're faster, I mean, that's the rule, right? You know, if you're faster, prove it. Now, this isn't, this is touring car racing, basically, or cup car racing. This isn't F1 where, hey, get out of my way, the whole arrow wash excuse. It's no.
Oh, yeah, just do what Bearded did.
Yeah. Put me out of your misery. Put me out of my misery.
Just switch back and forth a couple times and pass him.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm sorry for not keeping up with chat. Hello, Dan. Hopefully we do have you back next month. That would be nice. Yeah, we're all in a separate race channel where only the people that can that are in the race will be allowed to join, I think. Be good to have you back. Thanks for the comments. Appreciate that. Ben B getting awfully close to Doc Logic still. Those guys inseparable. And sorry, UJ2K, for the frustrated to continue group. Looks like you're not alone. MA, Chewbacca, Oleg, Atomic Mine, and Brian Mandeville all taking to the DNF route. Busey getting pushed wide. I believe that's Busey. Yep, sure is. Got held out there to dry.
Yeah.
Couldn't turn in till it was too late, it looked like, from my point of view.
Well, that's the issue. These tight battles, you lose 5 to 10 positions in the second.
Oh, yeah, right. Postal lighting it up at the exit of turn 7, just wanting to light up the colors for us. Lap 15 now.
Oh, man. P-Man's going for it. Final lap.
He-Man put in all that work to gain that time on F1. Now needs to put the rubber down where it matters.
He's flooring it all the way up. Half a second down on his delta, though. Where do you overtake on this track?
Well, I think it is very narrow, but I think you've got to set yourself up smartly, right? You know, it's not as easy as just getting a switchback engaged. It's not as easy as just sticking your nose alongside. You almost got to start playing mind games on a track like this and force your opponent into a mistake and drive in the mirror like it's happening right now in front of us. F1 trying to defend. P-Man goes deep and long. Cut the grass, and F1 gets out of that. But Andrew goes through on F1 as both of them go deep and cut the track.
Whoa, wait a second.
I think the stewards are going to want to take a look at that action on the last lap and probably divvy up the points, but I'm not a steward. I'm just here to commentate on the races. Quas with a P1 victory again over VKR, not having the best of luck tonight. P3 for P-Man, questionable, provisional, let's call that. Andrew in P4, F1 in 5th, Bearded in 6th, Kong in 7th. Let's take a look at the liveries as well. Min-Max in 8th, coming around for turn 1. FFX1. Postal, Rojas, Riot, Devon, Ben B, Misha. Oh no! Excuse me, that's not over yet, folks. I apologize. Busey in 14th place after a big ol', I don't know what happened at the end there. But Busey looks to have taken 14th place, 15th for Nathan B, 16th for Ben B, Logic taking 17th, Misha in 18th, Kilo in 19th, Scott in 20th. Not finishers being UJ2K, MA, Chewbacca, Oleg, and Atomic Mind, Brian Mandeville. All right. Well, P-Man, I think you wanted to join the booth last week, right?
Sorry, I had push to talk on. Yes, I did want to join you.
Well, here is your chance. We watched you battle your way through the field, and then we saw your last lap battle with F1 there. How did the race go?
Honestly, that race went a lot better than I was expecting. Race 1 was kind of a throwaway for me. just because I made a mistake. So I was hoping to be in a decent position for this race, and I guess this time the stars aligned for me and just things worked out. So pretty happy. Obviously, last lap with F1, I think that was a bit on edge, just considering we both went off into the last turn. But from what he said, he's okay with that situation. We'll have it looked over in post. But overall, I think I'm pretty happy with that race. I can't say I rocked up here today expecting to get a podium, especially after seeing quali, but things just worked out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was quite a riot watching you make your way up through field. Net gain of 9 positions, and yeah, not sure what happened there at the last lap, or excuse me, and the entrance of 10A. But if all's fair in love and war, that's as good as racing was going to get. I think Jay called it out that you're going to have to throw down at some point, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. That's to you.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, pretty much. I was watching my delta to him, seeing I was picking up a couple tenths. Definitely made like 1 or 2 little mistakes, and I think at one point I just got a bit too close to him into the S's, where just kind of hard to actually get ahead. So, yeah, definitely had to fight that one pretty hard. But F1's a good racer, so I'd expect nothing less.
Right on, and he sure is. The right on. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna throw you back in. We've got requests, I guess, from the chat to interview Quas. So we're gonna grab him real quick and keep this ball rolling. Thank you for joining us, P man. We hope to
Great
see you on the
race,
podium
P-Man.
again. Good race, brother.
Yeah, have a good night.
Have a good night.
Request from the fans to get Quas back in the booth. So Quas, we will have Quas. The fans want to talk to you.
Yo.
How are you doing, and how was your race, Quas?
Iceman.
Yeah, that was another tough one. Yeah. Good race from VKR. It was really close again.
Were you sweating that entire time? And there was
Oh,
lap
yeah.
traffic involved in lap 2, or excuse me, in race 2 again, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was a lot of traffic. It's a pretty short track, so we ran into more than usual this time.
And what was the key to it? The lap traffic.
Just it really just comes down to luck. If you catch them during the S's, you're just kind of stuck. So, yeah, it was really just unlucky for VKR. He just caught up a bunch of traffic. I got really lucky with the traffic.
Good racing, man. You guys are like gonna be 9 points away from each other for the championship. Are you going for the first place championship?
I mean, yeah, that would be cool. I like the winning's cool. Yeah.
And I think the other question we have tonight, I think Jay called it out on the last lap. And I know it's a little late to ask, so I apologize for people that actually need to know this information beforehand, but where are you making these overtakes happen, especially for race 2? I mean, can you imagine being out here with, 15 Porsches or 15 whatever GT3 cars, and you're in an LMP whatever, trying to lap everybody? Where are you making these overtakes happen, Quas?
The only good spot to make it happen is in the chicane, really. Just getting that long draft down into there. Everywhere else on the track is just pretty tough, yeah.
So getting it through the S's and then down into turn 5, is that what you're saying? Or down in towards turn 10 and 10A towards the end of the lap?
Towards the chicane on the back straight. That's the
Gotcha.
best spot.
Yep.
Yeah.
So punch it out of 7, keep the car planted, and then keep it together before the end of the track. Right on.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much, Quas. I will be excited to see you guys go into the finale, it seems. It's going to be awfully exciting. Thank you very much for spicing up this championship, and we look to see you battle it out again at the end.
All right, thank you.
Take care.
All right, have a good
night.
one.
See ya.
See ya. That was good. That was a good race, man.
That's a good one. Hold on. I got F1. I want to talk to you. Let's grab him.
F1.
F1. Hello.
How you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Doing all right.
Right on. How did your race 2 go, F1? You started, you ended up at the front for quite some time, having to battle against Actually, excuse me, let's start from the beginning. You had an 8.5 second gap over P2 at one point.
Yes.
How did you feel right then, if you remember that moment?
Just focus. Focus on my own race. Trying to just stay consistent to keep the gap.
Right on. And then you gotta have seen Quas and VKR's name pop up behind you. How do you stay calm,
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
collected when something like that happens?
Uh,
I'll be honest.
it's nerve-wracking to be honest with you. Seeing those guys come
Yep.
up on you like that. It's just all you can do is try to hold them off the best you can. If they're naturally quicker, they're just gonna get by.
Yeah.
And you definitely maintained your composure through them. I tend to typically have a little bit of a panic attack, and usually ends in disaster for all parties involved when I get passed by people like that. But just clean overtakes, didn't make any mistakes, and kind of just held your line, and it was very clean. The question I do have is regarding the last lap that you had with P-Man. You had to have seen that one coming. I think there was some good defense involved there as well, but talk us through what you saw.
I saw P-Man. I knew he was gaining up on me. I was just trying to cover his inside line. I was trying to leave him the car, but I just missed. We both missed our braking point by just that little bit, and just raced and we just outbraked each other and both went off.
Yep, absolutely. But it was going to be a last lap showdown. And thank you guys again for putting on a show that was super cool and super clean to see. I just got to say, good race, F1, 5th place. I'm not sure. Is that one of your best ones here at the lab for this championship,
Yeah.
maybe?
Yeah, that's actually the best race so far this season.
Right on. Glad to
Nice.
see it. I'm glad they've got you the airtime.
Congrats.
I appreciate it, guys. Looking forward to Long Beach and hopefully for better results.
Yeah, that one will be awful spicy then at the end. Thank you so much for joining us. We will kick you off to it, and yeah, thank you again. Appreciate it.
I appreciate it, guys.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Hold on one second, folks. This just in. I have an updated Drivers' Championship standings. So stand by, and I'll actually get that posted up. But in the meantime, you want to talk us through the Assetto Corsa Legends that are coming up there, Jay?
Yeah, let me pull it right up. Boom, boom, boom. Championships. You want the whole rundown?
Give us the whole rundown.
All right, so we have the ACL GTR Cup. First track is going to be Riverside. And then we got Fuji. Then we got Donington Park National. And then we got Thompson Road. So great tracks. Let me see what the cars are. We got the GTR Porsche, the BMW CSL, Jaguar Broadspeed, Ford Capri, Corvette, Ferrari, 365 GTB S3, Nissan GTR 2000. I don't know what car this is. Oh, the Pantera for all you crazy people out there.
People that just want to die.
Yeah, the people that like donuts. Porsche 906 and the Shelby Daytona.
Right
There'll
on.
be
So
4
if that-
races.
If that
Yep.
tickles your fancy, you're going to be doing this at the same time, same place, I believe, back at the labs here, October 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th, Riverside, Fuji, Donington Park National, and Thompson Road Grand Prix. Let's go ahead and update the championship points real quick. Take a look where everybody's at. Looks like VKR's narrowly ahead of Quas. Looks like 9 points separating them, as Jay said. We've got VKR in first, Quas in second, Bearded in third, 92 points. Right behind is Ben B with 12 to gain, for he has a challenge at Bearded. Cog with 70. Next to Busey, that's a nice 6-9. Sweet. Andrew in 7th with 65. Postal with 34. Look at how close it is back here. 8th through 12th, separated by 2 points. You got Postal, P-Man 1. Oleg, Devon, and Minmax tied directly across the board there for 10th, 11th, 12th. Brian Mandeville having a good showing tonight, but then taking the DNF for race 2 in 13th place. Doc Logic with 24 points. Next to Ryan F1 Kilo and Nick Rojas, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18th place. Jay Styles no longer taking to the grid, though that'll be positions lost for P19 there. FFX in 20, Misha, Swoop, Madhav, and Atomic Mime, Nathan B, and Chewbacca hopefully having better races as the season finishes up at Long Beach, the road course next. A lot of action to be had. A lot of action will be seen. If you thought this was exciting here at Road Atlanta with little runoff, what's it going to be like for the drivers with no runoff, Jay?
Yeah, it's going to be really close because I haven't driven road. What was it, Long Beach? I have, actually. Yep. Well, I don't remember it on these cars, so we'll see. It's going to be close. P18, like the battle for P8 just got even bigger because we got the battle for P10 to P12 included on that as well now. So it's a really close championship, and a lot of people are going to be swapping spots for the last race. So we'll see what happens.
I agree. These DNFs in Heat 2 really changed things up more than I expected them to, especially Brian Mandeville and Oleg not taking to race to Heat 2, I believe. So, yeah, shaking things up a lot, but that will be more excitement for the end of the championship. And as we already showed you all, make sure you pay attention to the ACL GTR Championship coming up. Like I said, it will be at the same time. The Flyers are awfully sexy, aren't they? But that is all for us here at the lab. Jay, you got a send off or you sign off that you want to tell everybody?
Nope. Have a good night, folks. Thanks for tuning in.
Right on. Thank you so much, Jay, for joining us in the booth. I'm sure this won't be your last time hanging out with me.
We'll see. Thank you, Hi. Thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun co-hosting with you, and I learned a lot, so I appreciate it.
Right on. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and this won't be your last. But as always, folks, thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you very much for sticking around and letting us enjoy what we do here at the lab. But this will be it for us. Have a good night. We'll see you in 1 week's time. Actually, I won't see you in 1 week's time. We'll have a substitute then. But I will catch you for the October 5th race. Stay safe, everybody. And as always, good night.
Good night.